So, we are here at the Proctor KME Speedway, otherwise known as Proctor Speedway. It is Sunday, March 30th, 6 o'clock, 2025, and we just got a snow and ice storm yesterday. This is episode 1. And in episode 1, we're going to kind of just give you a little quick tour of the place for those that have never heard of it or have never been here before. And what you're going to see in this series is weekly, hopefully weekly episodes of my adventures at Proctor Speedway. Right here, here's our three-wheeler, which as you can see, it's got a couple flat sacks. It's a big, like 2,500 something gallon water tank. It's powered by a Cummins. This is my bad ride, so I spend all my time inside of here. But I don't have gloves on, so I'm not moving anything. And this is our Caterpillar 12. This is our motor grader. We just replaced all the gaskets inside the injector pump. We did that this October. No, yeah, this October. And that's our beer shed, and that's the Speedway diner. That's the concession stand for the front. That's the water wagon. That is our 1973 John Deere 7520. It's a big old thing. We call it the green tractor. We just installed an air tank right in there. So then the water valve on the water wagon is going to be air powered this year rather than a manual valve. This is the white water truck, or the white mister. And this building has got the bathrooms, women and men, and it's also the front ticket office and main office of the racetrack. This thing I believe is a 98 Ford. Proctor Speedway, dirt track in USA. Here's our old fire truck. We don't use it as much anymore. The thing is a little bit on the rougher side. This is, I believe, a 90s something Ford, but don't hold me accountable on that. I do know it's a Ford though. Someone should let me know the year. Now we're gonna go under the grandstands. Yep, Proctor Speedway. You go under the grandstands, we got our garbage cans. We got a shed with some miscellaneous stuff in it. Right here, these are our pack trucks, or track trucks. This one is a 2000 Chevy Silverado 1500. We got a 98 Ram 2500. They also all have some flat sacks. That one does too back there. So this is my Chariot. This is a 1993 Ford Ranger Eddie Bauer edition. Got a little bit of snow in her. Windows got busted out by some druggies a couple years ago. It's got all the police lights on it from a former truck guy. This actually is his truck that he keeps here, but I drive it. You're gonna see this coming up, and you're gonna see all of these, but we're gonna do some work on this. I think it's an 05 or 04 Suburban. This thing was actually donated to us along with the Ford Ranger during one of our monster truck shows we had a year or two ago. They had the tough trucks, and some guys came and bought these. They were still registered and updated tabs. They beat on them in the tough trucks and gave them to us. This one needs a couple things, and you're gonna come along. You're gonna be with us when we do it. And Ford Ranger, I believe, is a 93, I think, 94 maybe. This thing needs a radiator. I have one. we're gonna put it in together. You're gonna come along with me on that one. And we got the red Dodge. This thing needs a new front axle and a bunch of stuff. It's our push truck, used to be. And you're gonna see this one too. We're gonna dig this thing out and we are going to bring it up to a track guy's house. And we're actually gonna take the bed off and we're going to put on a build a wrecker bed for it. Now, there's a bunch of miscellaneous stuff over there. So now we'll make our way to the front of the racetrack, the front straightaway. There's the white water truck, green tractor. So now we're making our way up to the main grandstands here and the racetrack. Here's our main grandstands. There's our flag stand. And here's the racetrack. I don't know how in depth I'm gonna go in this, but maybe I'll go all the way. Maybe I'll go all the way for you guys. So this is the highest point of the racetrack. Give you an overview here. It's the frozen tundra, that's for sure. Here's our equipment. They look tiny from up here. Yeah, so there's some school buses back there, another grader. We'll make our way there. And it's windy. So Lake Superior is straight that way. Maybe a couple miles. But here's the flag tower. So there's the grandstands right there. There's the racetrack. That's the front straightaway. Front stretch, corners 1 and 2, back stretch 3 and 4. You're gonna see a lot more of this place coming up. Because my hope with this series is 2025 is our 75th season, 75 years of racing. So we're gonna start the series. This one is Welcome to Proctor KME Speedway. And what we're gonna do is, it's gonna be called Proctor Speedway Adventures Season 75. This is episode 1. So then hopefully we'll do a bunch of stuff up here during the week, or racetrack related things during the week. So then next week it will be episode 1, which will be the week. And then next week it'll be episode 2. So now we're out on the racetrack right now. This is corners 1. This is corner 1. Walking down the racetrack right now. It's all frozen, so I'm not sinking. But here is the front straightaway. There's the grandstands. This is coming into turns 1 and 2. We are walking in turn 1. There's our scoreboard right up there. Tells you the top 4 and what lap we're on. If any of you guys have ever been here, drop a comment down below of what you thought of it, what race you went to, whether it was a race, bus races, monster trucks, or maybe even something different. So now we're in corner 2. Corners 2, there's the back straightaway. Here's the front stretch. And we're about ready to enter the pits. So the race cars enter right here. That we call that the Red Monster. I'll insert a picture of Bobby Pierce right there and her entering the racetrack. This is where the cars leave. So the cars drive up here to enter the pits. This is where we park all of our equipment in the summer. We all keep them back here. This is our other motor grader, another Caterpillar. So both of these ones are from the 1950s. I couldn't exactly tell you a definite year, but This one is having this one blew a turbo last year. We put one in and it's still spraying oil everywhere, so we are not sure what is going on. But here's our other grader. You guys are going to see us working on this year as well, hopefully. Now, I've been up here, a little background of me up here. So I've been around the racetrack for about 10 years now, 10 years exactly. So the first year I actually was on the cleanup crew. So I would come up here on Mondays because we'd race on Sundays, and I'd help clean the place, pick up garbage. It wasn't until year number 2, so 9 years ago, that I started on Sundays. And for the first couple seasons, I did trackside on Sunday and cleanup on Monday. And then I eventually phased into just the trackside. Old sign. This is the tech shed. I wouldn't even call it a shed. This is where the race cars will, I'll wave the cars on. I'll stop them. We'll walk over. We'll have a thing here. It'll tell us how much they weigh. And we tech the cars here. And they go off on their way. So I used to do that for a while with me and my buddy, who you have not met yet. Now we're in the pits. Now we are officially in the pits. So our racetrack's over there. This is what we call the Red Monster. Used to be green. Used to be the Green Monster. Now beyond this gate is the back straightaway parking. This is where all the tailgaters go. They wrap themselves all the way down the back straightaway and through corners 3 and 4. Well, this is the Red Monster. I've watched a bunch of races from up here. So here's the racetrack. Now I have a bunch of pictures of this angle right here with the sun setting and stuff off to the west. I will insert them now. And I'm sure you guys are seeing these buses and are wondering what's going on. So every year we have a race that's called the Midsummer Night of Mayhem. And we race school buses. We have derby cars, we do a bunch of stuff like that. Well, we get school buses and we race them. So this one rolled. Climb up in here. You can see, I don't know how well you can see it, but the seats do this. They curve. Which is crazy as it sounds. After this thing rolled, they got it on its wheels, fired up. The kid finished the race. This is another one of our buses. If you're in the area, go check out Proctor Pizza and Subs. Very nice people, huge supporters of us and what we do. Great guys and great food. It's another old bus. This is another old one. Just a barren wasteland. Here's me. And this is the Jabroni bus. This one ended up having some sort of a problem a couple years ago, and it turned into a parts bus. But now we are going to get rid of it. See just the frozenness. It's cold, and we'll get to this bus up here. Driver was okay. The harness actually broke, and he ended up on the floor. This one's pretty wild. Wild, if you ask me. So you'll see all this stuff. You'll see it all in a matter of time. This is the pit concession stand. It's right over there. Nice sign we have up here. And this is the back garage that you will see. This is, we're gonna do some work in there and turn it into our workshop, and you will see that. This is the Danny McMahon Memorial Building. Yeah, this is Proctor KME Speedway. I hope that you guys are enjoying what you're seeing. It's not going to be the longest video, but yeah, I hope that you guys enjoy. Like, comment, and subscribe.